Hey gang, back with another video for you today. Today I'm talking about two fragrances from the house of Penhaligons, and those two fragrances are focusing on the orange blossom and neroli style of fragrance. The first one we're going to talk about is Castile, this one right here, and the second one is called Orange Blossom, this one right here. Both of them are very similar but different in their own way, and I'll tell you what the differences are and tell you how great these fragrances are. So if you're curious to discover Castile and also Orange Blossom from Penhaligons, then please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time landing on my channel and you love watching fragrance reviews, finding out about new fragrances, discovering new brands, and of course participating in giveaways and still haven't subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So that's right, I'm a big fan of Orange Blossom Neroli, and last year in the summer I did a top 20 Orange Blossom, Neroli, and Petitgrain fragrances video, and these two were not on the list, unfortunately. I knew about them but just didn't own them at the time to feature them, but I wanted to do a separate video about these two fragrances because I like them so much, and now that I own them, I want you guys to find out about them if you do not know them. So both of them are from Penhaligons, of course. They came out at different years. This one came out in 1998. This is Castile, and then this one is Orange Blossom, came out in 2010. This one we have the Perfumer. I was able to find a Perfumer here. It's Bertrand Duchaufour, and this one unfortunately I was not able to find a Perfumer for, but both of them are at the same price range. They are a 100 ml bottle for $144, and they are eau de toilette concentration. So notes kind of are similar but a little different. As far as notes go for here, they are a lot more simplistic compared to these. This one actually, compared to this one, which is a lot more complex, and given that it's created by Bertrand Duchaufour, I can see that it's his kind of style of complexity where he layers and layers of different kinds of notes to create something very, very complex. And this one, Castile, is very, very simplistic to me, and it wears simplistic. It's easier to wear. Not a lot of details went into the actual experience of the fragrance. But let me tell you the notes. Here in Castile, at the top you've got Petitgrain, Orange Blossom. In the heart you've got Bergamot, Rose, Neroli. And in the base you've got woody notes and musks. It's very, very simplistic, and not a lot is going on with this one. Now there are credits of Neroli and Orange Blossom, of course, listed, but what we have going on here is one of the cleanest, most clean fragrance wearing experiences with this one. It's very, very citrusy, and if you like fragrances like Mugler Cologne, Acqua di Parma's original fragrance, and of course anything Neroli like 4711, Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino, this is definitely one for you to try. It's in that ballpark. It's similar, it's classy, it's fresh, it's refreshing, and woody at the same time, and musky, of course. You've got a lot of musk here, very, very clean musks in this one, and it makes for a very, very refreshing wearing experience. I think this one's perfect for the upcoming summer season. I think it's perfect, perfect, perfect. It's very, very fresh, it's juicy, it's citrusy and floral at the same time. But this one actually can make for an all year round wearing experience as well, because I find that this fragrance is perfect all year round. Although it can be a little light when it's really cold outside, because it is, I think, perfectly suited for summer wear, warm weather wear, but I think you can make it a signature scent and wear it most of the time, most of the year, every day of the year. It could be your kind of go-to fragrance. But this is very, very clean. As I said, it's very soapy, and if you like soapy fragrances and clean fragrances, this is definitely one for you to try. Now on the other hand, with Orange Blossom, it's a lot more complex and a lot more is going on with this one. This one, on Fragrantica and in the databases, it's credited to be targeted to women, and this one is targeted unisex. So I can see why this one goes a little more in the feminine direction, because you do have a lot of white florals here, and Tuberose is pretty king here along with the Orange Blossom. So for notes here, what we've got at the top are Neroli, Violet Leaf, Bergamot, Citron, Cardamom Absolute, Pink Pepper. In the heart you've got Orange Absolute, Egyptian Jasmine Absolute, Tuberose Absolute, Rose, Peach Blossom, Orchid, and finally in the base you've got Sandalwood, Virginia Cedar, White Musk, and Vanilla. So a lot going on, as I mentioned earlier, And I just find that it is the kind of fragrance Bertrand Duchaufour creates, just very, very complex wearing experiences. Even though this is called Orange Blossom, that tuberose note is pretty dominant here, and I think that's something that might turn off perhaps men who like wearing more masculine fragrances. I don't have a problem wearing this one. In fact, I like the fact that this is simplistic, and I like that about it. It does go a lot more citrus as well. It is floral, but it does have a lot more citrus stuff going on. But here with this one, I like the complexity about it. It's not only orange blossom, less in the citruses, you do have orange, but that tuberose and a little bit of the jasmine also are pretty potent here. Of course, the orange blossom is the most potent note, along with the orange. You've got orange experience with the orange blossom. Then that tuberose is right up there, very, very close to being a main player here. So you've got to love tuberose I mean, you've got to love wearing tuberose in fragrances. Otherwise, this might turn you off. Even though it's called orange blossom, of course, orange blossom is another white flower, but it comes from a fruit tree. So it's sort of similar to tuberose, but then again, it's not. But you've got to be into the white flowers, and this is pretty big with the white flowers. So I like that about this one. Plus, it's very, very unique. You have interesting things happening here. The cardamom does pop through. There's a peach that pops through, the peach blossom. So there's a little bit of like a peachiness there. But it's all happening, you know, with the fragrance developing from the top notes to the heart notes and then to the base notes. Very, very unique experience. I do enjoy them both. They're very, very lovely fragrances, just completely different. This one is more unisex, perhaps a slight bit leaning masculine. This one is definitely targeted to the ladies, but it's still very, very wearable with both sexes, especially if you like orange blossom and you have no problem wearing tuberose. The complexity is a lot bigger here than here. This is very, very simplistic for those people that like something very simple, just basically smelling some straightforward citruses and woody notes and musks and floral notes at the same time. And then of course this one, just something that just builds and builds and builds and goes through kind of a fragrance wearing journey, and one that is you know, focusing on the orange blossom, but along the way you are experiencing a lot of other things. So those are the differences. They're both eau de toilette, as I said. They're both the same price, suggested retail $144, and they're perfect for summer. I think this one actually might get a little heavier for summer than this one, but I think they're both very, very perfect to wear for summertime, but then again all year round. If you like it simple, simplistic, soapy, clean, get this one. If you like it floral and of course citrus fruity, floral fragrances, then go with this one. But I think if you do end up with both fragrances, they won't be redundant because they smell nothing alike. Even though they kind of focus on similar notes, they are nothing alike. It's kind of like a night and day difference. So check them out. This is Castile from Penhaligons, and this is Orange Blossom. Let me know, guys, are you familiar with these two fragrances? Have you watched my top 20 Orange Blossom Neroli fragrances video? If you haven't yet, I'll have a link in the info box, or perhaps as a comment pinned, so you can go check that out, just in case you want to find out what other fragrances are out there that focus on Neroli and Orange Blossom. And let me know if you are fans of these two fragrances, or in general a fan of Penhaligons or Orange Blossom or Neroli fragrances. Put some comments down. Let's get a conversation started. Other than that, please like this video, please share it, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.